All right, so I'm sitting here with Brandon Taylor, the CEO of Ordinary Productions.
Extraordinary Productions.
All right, Extraordinary Productions. So tell us a little bit about Extraordinary Productions.
It's a production company that I started back in 2020. We do movies and series, but mostly movies though, short films. And our first film was in 2021.
Okay. All right, so you are the CEO, and what are your other roles with Extraordinary Production?
I am the writer, director, producer, and editor.
Wow, you wear a lot of hats.
Yes, I do.
Does that ever conflict?
No, not really, because honestly, when you have a strong vision, those things will never be hard, because you just want to act on it. You just really want to make it what you see in your head. So it has not been a problem so far.
Okay.
So yeah.
So how did this come about? Because I've been knowing you for a long time. So how did this thing come about of wanting to be a filmmaker?
I originally wanted to be an actor at first. When I was a senior in high school, I was done with sports, and I figured I could go into the entertainment business. So I wanted to be an actor, but I really never acted on it when I was in college. So I wrote scripts at first, and I changed my mind and wanted to be a screenwriter. And the more I started writing, the more I realized that I didn't want anybody else to work on my vision. If everybody was going to do it, it was going to be me. And that's how directing came into play.
Got you. Okay. And so as you're working and you're writing these scripts, what inspires you? How does your creative juices begin to flow as you're writing scripts?
I listen to a lot of music, and I daydream a lot.
Okay.
So I could listen to a song, and I listen to a lyric or a chorus, and it'll catch me, and I'm okay. Let's look up the meaning behind this, and then they'll turn into a story. Or I'll think about a scenario, and then I'll think about the beginning, the end. Let's get to the middle. Let's work around it, and then you have everything planned out. Okay, let's start writing.
Okay.
So I plan stuff out first before I start writing.
So when you're writing, what is the genre of some of the movies or some of the scripts that you've written?
Drama.
Drama. Okay.
All of them are drama. Most of them are really dark, but yeah.
Is that the path that you're going to stay in with the drama?
I might do dark comedy. I don't like that wacky comedy stuff. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something a little bit more mature, but clever as well. Jokes that's or just funny scenarios that's a little bit more mature. That's something that people can relate to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, when you are, I know you wear all the hats for the writing part, the editing piece. When you're looking for your actors to play out these roles that you created, what do you look for? How do you find actors and actresses to play out your role?
So I write. So after I'm done writing, I reread my scripts, and I use my same actors. So based on who they are as a people, and they're beginners, whoever what their personality is, I match it with the characteristic of my characters in the script. So say if I wrote a role called Mark, and he's a cool, smooth guy who just doesn't care about anything. Oh, I get Caleb to play that because that's who he is.
Right,
so you match that, and that's how you find your actor.
Okay.
But mostly when it comes to leading actors, is who's dedicated enough and who's talented enough to play this, and most likely it's going to be Jacoby Smith.
Okay.
He's the leading actor in most of all my movies.
Okay.
Because Jacoby so far has been the most talented actor that I have worked with.
Okay.
He has a lot of potential as an actor, and I feel like he could go far.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So looking at Extraordinary, what is your vision moving forward? With Extraordinary Productions, what do you foresee yourself in 3 to 5 years?
Oh, I want the company to be the biggest in the world.
Okay.
I want to create. I want the Southeast to be what Hollywood and Atlanta is.
Okay.
So, yeah, I just want to be the biggest ever, and I want it to be well known. Probably expand to different things. So yeah, just knowing for making great things.
And how do you plan on getting there? Like, what are your steps to, do you have it together, or are you just taking it day by day? How do you plan on making extraordinary productions extraordinary?
Step by step, you know, right now it's YouTube, trying to get that channel up, then maybe not be on YouTube very long, go to probably Tubi or other streaming services, probably create on my own app. Just gaining supporters, like more supporters, and knowing about this is the biggest, you know, but it's kind of tough because you live in a content creating era where you know, shorts and all that stuff is coming into a huge play, you know, because you know, you got to keep people's attention. It's very hard to keep people's attention at this time. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff they want to watch. So
are you submitting any of your work to like Short Film Fest, or do you plan on like submitting any of your work to any? I know they have a lot of African American Short Film Fest and just different kinds. Do you plan on?
Yes, I want to very bad.
Okay.
I want to. At first, I didn't want to, but now I really want to.
Got you.
I really want to test the water and see what can I do, what damage I can do with my films.
Okay.
Especially one film I really want to get out there. So.
What film is that?
Your Own Worst Enemy.
Okay.
By that's the one Jacoby Smith is really good at.
Okay.
We did that last March. So yeah, I really want that film to get out in the film festival. So yeah.
And so I heard you mention that a lot of your stuff is on YouTube. Are you on any social media apps if people want to get in contact with you? How can they reach you?
So on IG, my profile name is dramatic_age10.
Okay.
Facebook is Brandon Taylor, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I really not on Facebook like that. I'm really on IG a lot.
Gotcha.
And TikTok is really at FeatureGoat99.
Okay,
So,
all right. So people know how to get in contact with you. And so I know it's like you know, as a filmmaker, you are always inspired by other filmmakers. Are there any other filmmakers that inspires you to push your creativity through extraordinary productions?
Well, Martin Scorsese is my favorite filmmaker of all time. But black filmmaker wise, Ryan Coogler, who directed Creed and Black Panther, I'm a huge fan of his. John Singleton, director of Boys in the Hood, I love that movie inspires me. And I have a lot more respect for Spike Lee than I did before when I was a kid. I mean, as a filmmaker, I have a total understanding of where he comes from, what his movies are about.
Gotcha.
I know his movies are not well loved, I would say, but I really do think that aesthetic wise, he's really special. I recently saw Do the Right Thing like a month ago, and that
for the first time?
The whole movie, long movie. But that movie had a huge impact on me. Watching the end, I was like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought Malcolm X was his best movie, but I think Do the Right Thing is better than Malcolm X. It's just deeper meaning than a biopic. So.
And so when the audiences are watching movies from extraordinary production, what do you want them to feel? What do you want them to leave away thinking or feeling when we watch
I want them to be affected emotionally by the time you're done. By the time they're done, I want them to be like, wow, that sucks, or wow, this hurts, or that was really dark, or something like that. I want them to be connected with the characters and with the story, because as a filmmaker, your job is to make the audience feel like they're connected to that world, and they're really a part of that universe.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so if I want people to be seriously connected to the story and the characters, and I feel like the only film that does that so far is Demented, because who the character is and what he went through, and by the time you get there, he's a broken soul.
Okay.
And a lot of people felt that, rather than Trapped, who just they just criminals.
So those seem like your top two, Trapped and Demented?
Yes, they're all my top two. They're my top two. They're numbers went up over the months.
Okay,
yes.
Great. Okay, and that's on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube.
All right. So anything else you want people to know about Brandon Taylor, the upcoming filmmaker, and extraordinary productions? Like anything else you want your fans, your followers, and supporters to know?
I want people to know that I want to be taken serious as a filmmaker. So when I do continue to make these dramatic movies, and if they do get darker and darker, just to let you know that it's a purpose behind them. and it's not meant to put you down or make you sad. It's just to let you know that I'm painting a picture of how the world is. So I want to be authentic as possible, and the only way to be authentic is to really show the reality of it.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah. So I got a lot of people who ask me, "Hey man, we gonna make comedy?" I you know, nah. But I feel like a lot of content creators, a lot of black filmmakers, especially on Tubi now, God, they make a lot of comedy, and I feel like it's no more seriousness in filmmaking for us. And I feel like me, and plus I'm an intense person anyway, so you know, comedy is really not my thing anyway. So you know, I have a sense of humor, but I'm more of a serious person, so it won't really fit my style. Like I said before, if I'm going to do a comedy movie, it's going to be mature, and it's got to be a purpose behind it.
Okay.
So, but pretty much, yeah, I'm more of a dramatic filmmaker.
Okay. Any family friend, kid film friendly films coming from
No kids. No.
Okay.
If your kid watching my movies, yeah, no.
No, okay, because it's just too deep for them, huh?
There's a lot of profanity as well.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah,
that's cool.
a lot of dark subjects. So yeah,
Okay.
no kids can watch this.
Okay,
Yeah, they're not 15 though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you the best. I know that you're going to do extraordinary things with extraordinary production, so I can't wait to see what the future holds for you, and I can't wait to see you on the big screen.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.